Beer for breakfast, facts for snacks. I saw it a couple weeks ago. I'm like, yes, I need it because I saw it on multiple reviews. And then it's in the back of the fridge, and then I totally forgot about it. Went other places, even Willy Balled, this and that. And then I like, oh yeah, I should have reviewed this a long time ago. We're talking about the maple brown ale from Caledon Hills. I'm looking forward to this. See what kind of maple, sexy maple you give me. Probably just a hint. Probably just like it's, ooh, that's a little sweet. When I want maple. So I don't know. We're going to see how this is. Nice. This is Caledon Hills. They're out in Toronto, I believe. No, Palegrave. I read how it's Palegrave. Caledon, Ontario. Okay, Caledon, Ontario. What was I thinking? That? Okay, so we're gonna do something here. Hold on. So they are in Palegrave. So I'm like, where the hell is that, right? So it's like an hour south of Barrie. Maybe 15 minutes north of Toronto. So if you look there, the red dot is where they are, and you can see Toronto down there. So maybe 20 minutes from Toronto. So there you go. Caledon Hills Brewing Company. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. So there, see? Technology. Canadian to the core. This brown ale marries rich roasted Ontario malts with a touch of local tapped maple syrup. Aromas of toasted hazelnut and maple toffee give away the caramel chocolate malt sweetness. All right. Balanced by the gentle woody hop bite, the finish is smooth, dry, and nutty, inviting another sip without overwhelming the palate. Proudly brewed in Caledon, which is whatever that paley or pale, I don't know. It's a session-friendly salute to flavor that's strong in character, free in spirit, and unmakeably Canadian. Okay, it's 5% of alcohol. It's 20 IBUs. And the can itself is like crazy. But now they're talking about maple toffee. But you told me maple on the cover. I want like a just total maple beer. And I know a little microbrewery just outside of Windsor did one. And I was able to send one to Alan like 3 years ago. Then they, no, you don't do it. And that was fantastic. Forget when that was again. Okay, I'm getting like a malt character. Maybe a toffee smell, like a sweet candy smell, but that's about it. Okay, I gotta get in. Plus, my nose is a little bit plugged, so I'm probably not getting all the aromas in there. Now, what I'm not liking about it already, I'll show you right here. Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. Yeah, the head's dissipating, so I don't understand that at all. Look, my stupid hair. All right, gotta go. Cheers. All right. Okay. It's not as sweet as I thought. But you do get maple in here for sure. That's nice actually. It's like a burnt maple toffee, almost with that's what the sweet malts and the toffee. That says maple toffee, but it's like a burnt maple candy, like burning, not burnt, but just overcooked or over, right? I like it. That's really good. That's got a roasted toffee, maple toffee, maple toffee. It's like a burnt. Little bit of coffee. This is wild. Man, I like that. Yeah, see, here's the problem. Sometimes I gotta buy 2 of these instead of just one. So then I can, you know, the other, so if I tell you guys, just say this is hypothetically 7.5 out of 10. And it's not. It's way better than that. Just I'm hypothetically saying that. And then I open up the next one and I taste something different. I'm like, wow, why would I want to give it 7.5? This thing deserves whatever. That's why sometimes it's good to buy 2, and I never do. This is a must. I gotta find this again. Full-bodied, sweet, unmistakably Canadian. Yeah. This is totally like a burnt toffee, maple toffee with a hint of like malt and tiny little bit of coffee type thing. Makes sense? Yeah, this is fantastic. this is, I wouldn't be able to drink this every day because I drink, things like this every day. But I could definitely, yeah, you know what? I can drink this every day, one a day. It'd be that, that would be, if that's, this is freaking awesome. I'm going to say 9, 1 out of 10. You really can't go wrong with this. What's up with all the 9s in my beers lately? Is it because I'm just enjoying beers way too much? Or is it just because these beers are starting to become top notch? One quick more thing. Is at Collective Arts the other day. All right? I hope you still here, because if you hear me talk about this, right down below where you heard me talk about what other brewery I talked about. Right here. I was at Collective Arts the other day. And I said, hey guys, Life in the Clouds used to be my absolute favorite. I gave him one of my cards. If you haven't seen one of my cards, Alan made it for me. So Collective Arts has one of my cards. So that's one of my cards right there. All right. Mark, I'll send you out one, or I'll send you out a few, so if you can send it, okay? There's my phone number, guys. Call me. I don't care. My phone number's on there. My phone number's on there. Okay, so that's my card. Okay? So I handed him a card, and I said to him, Life in the Clouds used to be my favorite, but all these breweries now are just topping it with better and better IPAs. And she's like, I know, I understand. I said, so why are your beers now $4 when I used to get it for $3.30? I can. 5, 6 years ago, $3.30. Now it's almost $4. I said, you need to lower the price of that. And I'll start buying it again. But I'm not buying it because there's way better IPAs out there. Then I said this. Hold on. While I sip on this sexy maple strong beer. Sorry for the talk. I said, how about coming out with a Life in the Clouds Deepa? And she's like, woo! She starts doing stuff like this. That sounds fantastic. So why didn't you think of this? So I might have a Life in the Clouds Deepa coming out because I mentioned something. And yeah. So I'll be in contact with that brewer because they might be sending me a package out with it. I don't know, hopefully, because they got my card. So anyways, Life in the Clouds Deepa. That would be fantastic. Anyways, that's my quick story. But if you heard all about this story, right down below that you made it this far. Anyways, this right here, 9, 1 out of 10, man. Sexy, sexy, sexy. Be kind to your neighbors, try something different. Go get something, anything that says maple on it. Even if that's false advertising and there's no maple, just to get you to buy it. Haha, that's what I want. Cheers.